Okay, another WWE DVD review, finally. It's been a while, I felt like doing one of these because it warranted it. I'm going to be reviewing the Best of RAW 15th anniversary. So I've been wanting to get this DVD for years, only it's always been a bit too, not expensive, but just like, you know, I could get better DVDs cheaper. You know, I've never really found this anywhere cheap, if you know what I mean. So kind of held back on it, and I saw it in CEX a few weeks ago, and I had to get it. I think it was about £12. Yeah, and it was in good condition as well. I always say this, that CEX DVD is always a bit ropey, or like the out of packaging is. I've seen this a few times, and like the cover's been like ripped up and stuff like that, and I'm not really interested in that. So I got this, and yeah, I've been watching through it. I've got to say, it's one of the best DVDs I've ever watched. WWE DVD. It's fantastic. I mean, just some of the highlights on the back here. You know, the beginning of Raw, the Pillman's got a gun, the ECW invasion, Stone Cold stunning Vince, Bret screwed Bret interview with Vince, DX invades WCW, Mankind wins the title, Stone Cold beer truck, The Rock This Is Your Life, Kane's unmasking, the Monday Night Football spoof. Yeah, that was real classic. John Cena drafted to Raw, Edge and Lita's live sex celebration. I like how they put that on the back. This right here is on. Yeah, it's a great DVD. I mean, I watched it, and you know, from the start, it's like, oh, that's cool. That's where Raw began. You know, it's not like the most interesting thing I've ever seen, but you know, it's cool to see how Raw started. But then you start getting these matches, and I was really impressed. I mean, you have like Flair versus Mr. Perfect, great match. You know, two fucking legends. That was a joy to watch. I had it once, like years ago, back when we used to like download matches from the internet, like in 2000, and it was like I don't know, it was probably about like a 5 megabyte file, Flair versus Mr. Perfect, and it was so hard you could barely make out the wrestlers. The quality was that bad, but it was like, wow, I've just downloaded a wrestling match onto my computer. So it was great to see that in good quality. And then we got just like really great little matches. Shawn Michaels versus Marty Jannetty from '93. Apparently, it was voted match of the year. And they have these little boxes that show up and just like showing you little facts. Sometimes they can get annoying and get in the way. Sometimes they're interesting. And one came up saying this match is voted match of the year 1993. So I thought, oh, this must be like a classic. And that kind of like ruined my expectations of it. It was a really good match, really good match. But to be ranked the PWI best match of the year, I thought it would have been a bit better. But it was really enjoyable. There's some awesome stuff in there. I remember actually jumping up from where I was sitting and oh, that was fucking awesome. Really enjoyable match. And what I liked about that is that they included the promo beforehand that set the match up, where Shawn Michaels was in the ring with Vince and like saying, I'll take on anyone. And this guy came in with a cap and he pulled it off, and it was Marty Jannetty, and the crowd went nuts. And I thought it was cool that they added in the little segments as well. A criticism of this DVD is that sometimes they don't add in the segments. Sometimes there'll be something listed on the DVD, like the Vince Higher Power angle from 1999. Like, oh cool, that'll be awesome to see. And they just show like the 3-minute like promo video that must have aired the week after on Raw. You know, sometimes you don't have the full segment, you just have like a highlight video. You know, it's mainly promos. There are quite a few matches, but it's mainly promos. So it can be. It took me a few times to watch this all. I couldn't watch it all in one go. I mean, obviously it's long, but I couldn't just like watch 3 hours, take a break, watch 3 hours, or watch it the next day. I split it up over a few weeks because it is a lot of promos, and you know, I can't really watch all promos all the time. But you know, it did obviously it's split up with some matches, but there are more promos than matches, and some of the ones that you've seen a lot before, like a lot of the Austin stuff. Like anytime Austin drove a vehicle to the ring, it's on this DVD. But it's still great to see. I mean, the reactions that he got were just absolutely incredible. I don't think anyone's ever reached the Austin level pops, you know, since. So, but yeah, more great matches. I mean, on the first disc, that was probably the most enjoyable one for me. I thought it would be the least enjoyable one for me. It was just, what else? There was Owen Hart versus Bulldog. There was a Raw from Germany. Absolutely incredible match. So, oh man, Owen Hart, one of my favourites, and British Bulldog, I loved him. He could have a great match with the right worker, and not to say he was a bad worker, but when he was with the right opponent, he could have a fucking classic. And that was a really great match. I'm trying to think, there was a few other ones on the first disc that were great, yeah, so the first disc was probably the highlight for me, and then on the second one we got the Attitude Era, just awesome stuff. We got Foley versus The Rock, again it's been on other DVDs, but when he won the title, amazing. The reactions through that whole match are just fantastic. That was a real moment. Again, we got Jericho's entrance into the WWF, which is very memorable. Even though I'm rereading his book again, and he hates how he did like a Popeye face at the end, which is true. And then the third disc, you know, some great stuff. We got Shawn Michaels vs Edge, street fight, great match from Raw, very bloody street fight. Some good segments and stuff, and oh, of course, on the third disc we get Shawn Michaels vs Kurt Angle on Raw from the Raw Homecoming to the USA Network. 30-minute Iron Man match, absolutely amazing. Such a good match. Me and my fiance recently watched the Kurt Angle Shawn Michaels series, and I think maybe WrestleMania is probably the best one they had. But that 30-minute Iron Man match was great. The finish was awesome, and there's a great spot where Shawn does a moonsault and Angle just reverses it into an ankle lock. It's just incredible. So yeah, this is a great DVD. You also get on the bonus DVD the complete first episode of Raw, which is really cool to watch. It's not the best thing ever though, but it's a nice little extra to have. So just before I finish up, well, first of all, I think I'd give this, not that I like to rate DVDs as such, but I would definitely give this a 9 out of 10. It's one of the best DVDs I've ever watched, one of the best DVDs I've ever picked up. I highly recommend it if you haven't got it already. So I'll just show you now the cover, if you haven't got it, what you can expect to see from this. It's the classic 3-disc case with the outer slip cover, and the inside we've got the little digipack here. We've got an insert, which we will sorely miss now that they're not making them anymore. So you see, there's a lot of stuff going on. Shawn Michaels versus Owen Hart, again, that was a great one. Bret Hart versus X-Pac, the match where he became oh no, that's not right. No, there's Razor Ramon versus the Kid, as X-Pac was known, and then he became the 1-2-3 Kid because of that match. He beat Razor Ramon. And Bret versus X-Pac for the world title. Foley versus Taker, no holds barred. Shawn loses his smile. There's just so many classic stuff, so much classic stuff on this. All the Austin McMahon stuff, or most of it, you know. Triple H's return 2002. Jericho when he kind of won the world title but didn't win the world title. You know, just some great stuff. The end is, the last segment is Shawn Michaels returning in late 2007, which is kind of weird that this 1993 to 2008 and there's nothing from 2008. They sometimes do that though. It's not really a big problem. And there we go. That's the bonus disc. I think it did come in a sleeve, but it wasn't there when I bought this from CEX, so I just got it in this, which is fine for me, really. So that's the first ever Raw right there. Get this back in. Really nice case. Here we go. We got, let's have a look on the back here. DVD 1, 93-97. That's Shawn Michaels there. Classic Raw's War. 1998 to 2002. Austin and Rock. That's more of a 2002 style Raw logo. And then DVD 3, 2003 to 2008 or 2007. And that's the more recent Raw logo. And then we open up, and what we got here is we got the discs. Classic Raw logo, and then, you know, we have the different Raw logos. I really like that. That's a nice little touch. Behind every disc we've got like a little picture as well. That's Foley and Undertaker. That's the Austin soaking the corporation there with beer. And what's behind this one? The Shawn Michaels and Triple H taking the piss out of Vince and Shane. So yeah, this is a great DVD. I recommend you pick it up if you haven't and you're a collector of DVDs, or if you're just a casual fan. And yeah, definitely a DVD to pick up. Highly recommend it. Cheers, thanks for watching.